The last time we saw you, you beat Dominic Cruz with an incredible head kick knockout. How do you plan to top that?
Well, to me, it was just, taking a little time off, letting my body heal and get back to the horse. Just keep training, keep working, and, keep the noise and the cloud away from me, because these things you can only make it happen through hard work. So that's all I've been doing.
Chito, I remember when I was fighting, sometimes I'd be in the locker room, and I'd look at my coaches, and they're laughing around on the phone. I go, God, I wish I could trade positions with them sometime, just because I have the anxiety there at bay. You do this just like us, man. You interview people. Do you ever get that anxiety still, and you go, man, what am I doing? I wish I was on the other side of the desk. Are you just are you past that at your point in the career where you don't get that anxiety, those nerves anymore?
No, man. You will get that until the day you retire. I mean, you get to that locker room, you're pretty much pants and you're nervous and you feel the fight, and we're all humans, we all feel the same, but at the end of the day, how much you practice, how consistently you've been for the last couple of months. Like, to me, this is not just when I'm hot, like I'm feeling good. We all wake up sometimes not having the best of the day, and you just gotta make it greater just by pushing yourself and keeping the right mind. And to me, keeping my foot in the ground is what helped me a lot, because I'm just happy to be here, I'm happy to be alive, I'm happy to been doing cool things. I could be behind a desk having a life, and
Not as fun,
in a cubicle, right?
Yeah, now we're doing great, so why not keep the good work and the good energy?
I ran into Coach Perillo in the elevator yesterday. Of course, he had a lot of good things to say about you, but the biggest thing and the first thing that he brought up was the headspace that you've been in all camp, and in particular this fight week. He said Chito is so dialed in. I've never seen him like this. What is that headspace? I
feel it's like getting more mature. I made it to the UFC very young, very green. I was 6-1 when I made it. I didn't know how to fight. I really, legitimately didn't know how to fight. I was just kind of like pushing people away with my kicks and trying to figure it out in the grappling department. But now I feel like I get to a point that I learn how to fight. I'm ready to fight. I'm not worried about one specific martial arts, like, oh, that guy's gonna wrestle me, or this is a good boxer or kickboxer. I'm just ready to fight. Doesn't matter what the scenario is, and I'm gonna fight every second of every minute of every round, and that gives me confidence. And at the same time, the nerves, the anxiety, everything is still there. That will never change, but I'm just better than I was before, and I'm confident in that.
Nice. Well, early on, you were fighting to make some money to get that surgery for your daughter. So once you were able to do that, once you knew, okay, I've got that taken care of, how did your motivation shift, or did that just keep fueling you?
I just feel like, I did one thing right. I get one goal in life, but life doesn't stop there. So there's many goals I have ahead of me. It's just the fact that I have to keep providing for my family. I keep being an example for them, because I feel like a lot of people put so much intention and everything into one specific night. They get it done, and then they forget by Monday morning. Guess what? You gotta do it again. You gotta repeat the whole painting again. And some people get tired of doing that, or they don't have the courage to do it again. And for me, the sun is out. We are working.
I got to ask you a technical question about this fight. We talk a lot about how you tend to start a little bit slower in fights. You like to take the time, make the reads. Is that something that you've been looking to change, or is that a cornerstone of your game? Do you need to have that time to make those reads, and would your game change if you change that?
I feel that's kind of like part of me, and to be honest, like in sparring sessions, sometimes I force myself to just off the get-go a little harder than usual, but I feel when you step in the cage, it's just more on, let me see the read, let me see what I have in front of me, because you don't want to get, you don't want to go too quick, too fast, and somebody just meet you in the middle, and then you're hurt, and then you start the fight with that. And I just feel like knowing how ready I am each fight just make me be calm, because it's not like I'm just eating those punches. I'm blocking them, rolling with them, and I get it. Sometimes I need a little more action, but also I'm making good reads too. So it's hard to debate what's the best thing to do, and that's what I feel, just get in there and fight.
Let's talk your division for a second, man. Aljamain, Sterling, Cejudo, match coming up in the future, I think in May. What do you think? How does that go down?
I feel that's a great fight. Two good wrestlers. They probably will strike. Who knows how, if Cejudo comes with some ring rust, or why he's coming back, what is the real motivation behind that. It's attention, it's money, it's being part of this, because this is pretty cool. I want to be part of this too, but maybe he missed that. And in the other side, Sterling is got the size, he's bigger, but his striking haven't really evolved. It's more like if he's able to grab you, he's there for a good time. But if he's not able to grab you, in the past he's a little lost there. So Cejudo is going to be a little hard to get a hold of.
So you're leaning towards...
I'm leaning a little bit more towards Cejudo, but it's hard to also give him my whole confidence in winning just because 3 years doesn't go in vain. The body gets older. He's been pretty big before. That 35 is not easy to make. I'm in shape. I've been eating the way I should be eating for the last 10 months. It's still hard to make weight, so we'll see how that one goes down.
One more quick one. Marab, is he the toughest matchup in the division?
Not really.
No? That gas tank?
He's not gonna.
That wrestling?
Well, he haven't fought a guy with my gas tank, so how you get me tired there?
Yeah.
He probably will shoot and take me down easy. Everybody will take me down.
Get back up.
The things like in the ground, I'm gonna slice you up. I'm gonna try submissions. So the person when guys only wanna stand up and then they give the back. I got no problems fighting from my guard, from my half guard. Guys mount me in the past. It's okay. Just get a hold of them. They won't elbow you.
Nice. All right, well, Chito, listen, we could talk to you all day. I just feel like let's go get a couple beers and keep talking. But we do need to let you go. You're going to be the last one to make the walk on Saturday night, and I know this place is just going to be so hyped for you. So
I'm excited.
Thank you for joining us here, and have a great time on Saturday.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you, Chito.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.